Hello and welcome to the Showtime with Shane podcast. Here I am going to be awarding some, I'll say more minor awards for the Showtime with Shane Awards, the second annual Showtime with Shane Awards. This episode is going to be releasing concurrently, I think I'm using that word correctly, with the full Showtime with Shane Awards that is the 25, what I'll say, main awards, and then these are just kind of some other fun awards I came up with. I think there's like 30 here because I'm so incredibly indecisive, and I just love like making this list and keeping track of all these awards all year long. And so it's like I was like, I'll just put it together as two different videos and release it. So this is a podcast. If you're watching on YouTube, just be aware that this audio, it will also be released on Spotify. I'll say, I appreciate you watching wherever you watch or listen. If you're listening on YouTube if you're listening on Spotify and you'd prefer to watch the video on YouTube, that's there on YouTube, on my YouTube channel. I will say, if you're watching on YouTube, this video is not going to be like edited or anything because it is just the video recording of my podcast, if that makes sense. So I don't really do any editing with it or anything like that, adding anything. So just FYI. So I'm going to be going through and awarding these awards, and then I'll have another episode coming probably next week that's just going to be kind of like my debrief of the Showtime with Shane Awards, just kind of going through the various ones, providing my reasons and whatnot. So this episode, it really shouldn't be too long because I'm just going to be reading nominees and reading winners. And if you're curious, if you want to read the nominees before I release the winners, you can go read an article on my blog at showtimewshane.com. Click on other stuff. It's the second annual Showtime with Shane Awards nominations. So all that being said, we're just going to get into this and start with the first award. I'll give some explanations on some of the awards that maybe aren't self-explanatory, like this first one, which is the Swiss Award for the Best Side Actor. And so what I define that is somebody that has a more minor role than, say, even a supporting actor. But I didn't want to say, like a minor role, because I don't want to, it's not meant to diminish or belittle the performance or the role, because I think anybody that's in any movie, I think that's really cool. So, but these are people that were in one scene, a couple of scenes, maybe they were in a bunch of scenes, but they were not a primary focus. They had just in a small portion of the movie, but they left a big impact on the film. So you'll get it as soon as I start reading these. So first we have side actor. So for a male performer, and the 6 nominees are David Bradley, Frankenstein; Billy Crudup from J. Kelly; John Carroll Lynch, Sorry Baby; Omar Benson Miller, Sinners; Tremel Tillman, Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning; and Jeffrey Wright, Wake Up Dead Man. And the Swiss Award goes to Tremel Tillman for Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning. Now we have the Best Side Actress. Again, same thing, but for a female performer. And the nominees are Sharon D. Clarke, Wicked for Good; Minnie Driver, The Assessment; Bridget Everett, Wake Up Dead Man; Judy Greer, The Long Walk; Rita Zohar, Eleanor the Great; and Mia Sara, The Life of Chuck. And the Swiss Award goes to Mia Sara, The Life of Chuck. Now we're going to, I said this on the other video, I recorded that first, if you can't tell by some of my verbiage here. We award the best, we also award the worst, and we award everything in between. So we're going to hit a couple of worsts real quick with the worst actor and worst actress in a film last year. The 6 nominees for the worst actor in a movie are Robert De Niro, The Alto Knights; Dave Franco, Regretting You; Ice Cube, War of the Worlds; Chris Pratt, The Electric State; Mark Wahlberg, Flight Risk; and The Weeknd, Hurry Up Tomorrow. And the Swiss Award for Worst Actor goes to The Weeknd, Hurry Up Tomorrow. Now we have the Worst Actress in a movie, and the 6 nominees are Millie Bobby Brown, The Electric State; Lizzie Kaplan, Now You See Me, Now You Don't; Aisha Curry, Joy to the World; Gal Gadot, Snow White; Blake Lively, Another Simple Favor; and Allison Williams, Regretting You. And the Swiss Award for the Worst Actress in a Film goes to Gal Gadot, Snow White. Next we have voice actor, voice actress. These are performers that performed in an animated film, obviously lent their voice talents here. And the nominees are, this feels like actually a good point for me to say, because you'll notice the exception here of a movie that's not eligible was Zootopia 2 because I didn't watch it in 2025. So if you're curious like what movies are eligible, I'll have it linked down below my Letterboxd with all of the movies that I watched. And so those are all the films that are eligible for the awards. So just FYI. Sorry. The best voice actor. The nominees are Eric Bauza, The Day the Earth Blew Up, a Looney Tunes movie. Sam Crane, Grand Theft Hamlet. Pete Davidson, Dogman. Rick Gonzalez, Predator, Killer of Killers. Jonas Kabreb, Elio. Luis Ozawa, Predator, Killer of Killers. And the Swiss Award goes to Rick Gonzalez, Predator, Killer of Killers. Next, we have the award for the Best Voice Actress. The nominees are Arden Cho, K-pop Demon Hunters. Jolie Huang Rappaport, In Your Dreams. Kim Tae-ri, Lost in Starlight. Lindsay Levanchi, Predator, Killer of Killers. Candy Milo, The Day the Earth Blew Up, a Looney Tunes movie. And Zoe Saldana, Elio. The Swiss Award goes to Arden Cho, K-pop Demon Hunters. Next, we're going to be giving out the award for the Best CGI Performer. You're going to laugh when I read these nominees, and you may already be able to guess why, or if you've already seen the nominees, you know. This was a very different set of nominees, and then a certain movie that's very prevalent for its CGI came out at the end of the year and just kind of took over. So the nominees for the Best Performer of a CGI character, so that is going to be an animated motion capture, however they did it in a live action movie, but the character either was done with motion capture or animation. Does that make sense? It should make sense. The nominees are Una Chaplin, Avatar, Fire and Ash. Britton Dalton, Avatar, Fire and Ash. Stephen Lang, Avatar, Fire and Ash. Eben Moss-Bachrach, The Fantastic Four, First Steps. Zoe Saldana, Avatar, Fire and Ash. And Sam Worthington, Avatar, Fire and Ash. And the Swiss Award goes to Zoe Saldana, Avatar, Fire and Ash. Next, we'll be giving out the award for the Best Robot in a Movie. The nominees are Elle Fanning in Predator Badlands, Woody Harrelson in The Electric State, Anthony Mackie, The Electric State, Sophie Thatcher, Companion, Alan Tudyk, Superman, Matthew Wood, The Fantastic Four, First Steps. And the Swiss Award goes to Sophie Thatcher, Companion. Next, we have the Best Dog, aka the Goodest Boy Award. And the nominees are Apollo, The Friend. Dennis, a Minecraft movie. Dogman, Crypto, Superman. Snoopy, Snoopy Presents a Summer Musical. And Stitch, Lilo and Stitch. And the award goes to Crypto from Superman. Next, we have the award for the Best Creature, and the nominees are Chicken Jockey, a Minecraft movie, Jacob Elordi as the Creature, Frankenstein, Kai Lewis Perry as Samson, 28 years later, Payakan, Avatar, Fire and Ash, Demetrius Schuster-Kolomatangi as Deck in Predator Badlands, and Toothless in How to Train Your Dragon. And the award goes to Jacob Elordi as the Creature, Frankenstein. Now we'll be giving out the award for the John McClane Legacy Award for the Best Action Star. And the 6 nominees are Tom Cruise, Mission Impossible, The Final Reckoning. Ana de Armas, Ballerina. Josh Hartnett, Fight or Flight. Rami Malek, The Amateur. Glenn Powell, The Running Man. Jack Quaid, Novocaine. And the award goes to Tom Cruise, Mission Impossible, The Final Reckoning. Next, we have the Stan Lee Award for the Best Cameo in a Film. And the nominees are Millie Alcock, Superman. Dave Bautista, The Naked Gun. John Cena, Superman. Tom Hanks, Freaky Tales. Sebastian Stan, Captain America, Brave New World. And William Zabka, Karate Kid Legends. And the award goes to John Cena, Superman. Now we have the best reprisal. The nominees are Gerard Butler as Stoic the Vast, How to Train Your Dragon. Daniel Craig as Benoit Blanc, Wake Up Dead Man. Tom Cruise as Ethan Hunt, Mission Impossible, The Final Reckoning. Jesse Eisenberg as J. Daniel Atlas, Now You See Me, Now You Don't. Ralph Macchio as Daniel LaRusso, Karate Kid Legends. Keanu Reeves as John Wick, Ballerina. And the award goes to Daniel Craig as Benoit Blanc, Wake Up Dead Man. Now we have the Swiss Award for the most aura in a film, which pretty self-explanatory, right? The 6 nominees are Timothy Chalamet as Marty Mauser, Marty Supreme. Una Chaplin as Varang, Avatar, Fire and Ash. Benicio del Toro as Sensei Sergio, One Battle After Another. Jay Ellis as Sleepy Floyd, Freaky Tales. Michael B. Jordan as Smoke, Sinners. And Britton Watkins as the Grendel King, Predator, Killer of Killers. And the Swiss Award goes to Jay Ellis as Sleepy Floyd, Freaky Tales. Next we have the award for the best baldy, no hair on that head. And the nominees are David Harbour, Thunderbolts. Nicholas Hoult, Superman. Kevin James, Playdate. Wang Deshun, Ne Zha 2. Ving Rhames, Mission Impossible, The Final Reckoning. And Emma Stone, Begonia. And the award for the best baldy goes to Nicholas Hoult, Superman. Now, we of course have the opposite of being bald, the award for the best ginger. The nominees are Bronwyn James and Harry Trevelyan, How to Train Your Dragon. Lindsay Lohan in whatever movie she was in last year. Amy Madigan, Weapons. Susan Sarandon, Nonas. Sadie Sink, Odessa. Ethan Slater, Wicked for Good. And the award goes to Amy Madigan, Weapons. Now we have the award for the best bob. And if you're like bob, I'm talking like the bob haircut, like a little type, a little bob. So the nominees are, there was a lot of these, and I realized that about halfway through the year, so I created this award. The nominees are Ana de Armas, Eden. Florence Pugh, Thunderbolts. Lewis Pullman, Thunderbolts. Sebastian Stan, Thunderbolts. Anya Taylor-Joy, The Gorge. Rachel Ziegler, Snow White. And the award for Best Bob goes to Lewis Pullman, Thunderbolts. Now we have the award for the Best Mustache. The nominees are Bryan Cranston and Tom Hanks, The Phoenician Scheme. Daniel Day-Lewis, Anemone. Leonardo DiCaprio, One Battle After Another. Alden Ehrenreich, Weapons. Jay Ellis, Freaky Tales. Paul Rudd, Friendship. And the award goes to Alden Ehrenreich in Weapons. Next we have the award for the best cop or detective. The nominees are Daniel Craig, Wake Up Dead Man. Alden Ehrenreich, Weapons. Regina King, Caught Stealing. Liam Neeson, The Naked Gun. Joaquin Phoenix, Eddington. Shin Hyun Bin, Revelations. And the award goes to Daniel Craig, Wake Up Dead Man. I hope this all sounds okay. I know it's just me reading these, but I hope you're able to follow along. If not, I would say maybe pull up that article and read that along as you're listening to this, because it has them in the same order I'm reading them, because I literally just posted my script. Look at this guy, he's so lazy. All right, next we have the award for the best Nepo actor. The nominees are Josh Brolin, Wake Up Dead Man, Weapons, and The Running Man. Cooper Hoffman, The Long Walk. Lewis Pullman, Thunderbolts. Jack Quaid, Companion, Heads of State, Neighborhood Watch, and Novocaine. Wyatt Russell, Thunderbolts. Jason Schwartzman, Mountainhead, and Oh What Fun. And the award for the best Nepo actor goes to Cooper Hoffman, The Long Walk. Now we have the award for the Best Nepo Actress, and the nominees are Una Chaplin, Avatar, Fire and Ash; Zoe Deutch, Nouvelle Vague; Dakota Johnson, Materialists; Zoe Kravitz, Caught Stealing; Margaret Qualley, Blue Moon; and Mia Appleton, The Phoenician Scheme. And the award goes to Dakota Johnson, Materialists. Next is the award for the Best Nepo Director. That's right, you don't hear about those often. The nominees are Ronan Day Lewis, Anemone; Colin Hanks, John Candy, I Like Me; Damian Harris, Brave the Dark; Bryce Dallas Howard, Pets; Oz Perkins, The Monkey; Destry Allen Spielberg, Please Don't Feed the Children. And the award goes to Colin Hanks for John Candy, I Like Me. This is a good time to say, if you go read that list of the movies on there, you're gonna see the documentaries are not on there, and neither are short films. So I do mention some of those here. They're not on that list, just FYI. Next, we have the award for the Best Director who starred in their own film, and the nominees are Aziz Ansari, Good Fortune; Laurent Marzette, The House on Adams Drive; James Sweeney, Twinless; Eva Victor, Sorry Baby; Kate Winslet, Goodbye June; Finn Wolfhard and Billy Brike, Hell of a Summer. And the award goes to Eva Victor, Sorry Baby. All right, guys, just a few more here. Then you don't have to listen to me anymore. I guess if you didn't want to be listening to me, you wouldn't. So that was a silly thing to say. Now, the award for the Best On-Screen Duo. This is not a romantic duo. It's usually, friends, but anybody that has a good on-screen dynamic of two people. The nominees are Daniel Craig and Josh O'Connor, Wake Up Dead Man; Cooper Hoffman and David Johnson, The Long Walk; Aaron Kellyman and June Squibb, Eleanor the Great; Stephen Lang and Sam Worthington, Avatar, Fire and Ash; Keke Palmer and SZA, One of Them Days; Keanu Reeves and Seth Rogen, Good Fortune. And I was about to move on to the next award. And the winner is Cooper Hoffman and David Johnson, The Long Walk. Now we have the award for Best Animated Film. Again, because it's the glaring, one missing is Zootopia 2. I didn't see it until 2026. The nominees are Elio, K-Pop Demon Hunters, Lost in Starlight, Predator, Killer of Killers, Snoopy Presents A Summer Musical, and Snow Bear. And the award for the Best Animated Film goes to Snow Bear, which, yes, is a short, but I think it absolutely clears all the rest of the movies on here. So I put it Snow Bear, or as my son calls it, Snow Bear. Yeah, we love Snow Bear. All right. Next, we have the Swiss Award for the Most Accurate Title, and the nominees are F1, the movie; The Long Walk; A Minecraft Movie; Paddington in Peru; The Running Man; A Very Jonas Christmas Movie. And the winner is The Long Walk. 4 more awards. The Swiss Award for the Best Narrator. The nominees are Binta Borsam, Sentimental Value; Britton Dalton, Avatar, Fire and Ash; Nick Offerman, The Life of Chuck; Will Patton, Train Dreams; Channing Tatum, Roofman; and Too Short, Freaky Tales. And the award goes to Will Patton, Train Dreams. Next, we have the award for the Best Blockbuster Actor and Best Blockbuster Actress. What's defined as a blockbuster? I don't know. I feel like it's fairly self-explanatory, so I don't even know why I asked that question. The nominees are, for Best Actor in a Blockbuster, David Cornsweet, Superman; Damson Idris, F1; Anthony Mackie, Captain America, Brave New World; Pedro Pascal, The Fantastic Four, First Steps; Brad Pitt, F1; Sam Worthington, Avatar, Fire and Ash. And the award goes to Brad Pitt, F1. Now we have the award for the Best Blockbuster Actress, and the nominees are Cynthia Erivo, Wicked for Good; Ariana Grande, Wicked for Good; Scarlett Johansson, Jurassic World Rebirth; Vanessa Kirby, The Fantastic Four, First Steps. Florence Pugh, Thunderbolts. Zoe Saldana, Avatar, Fire and Ash. And the winner is Florence Pugh, Thunderbolts. And the last Swiss award that we will be awarding this year is for the most mid movie of the year. So what I did is I went through and I took out every movie that received at least one Swiss nomination for any award. I took all those out. Then I took all the rest of those movies and I averaged it out and I picked the one that was in the very middle. So this is literally the most mid movie. It's right in the middle. And the 6 nominees are Cleaner, Love Hurts, Play Dirty, Sacramento, The Toxic Avenger, and You're Cordially Invited. And the Swiss award for the most mid movie goes to Play Dirty. Wow. Congratulations to all of the winners and nominees. I'm sure they'll all be around soon to collect their awards. Sorry that we weren't able to get any of them on, maybe next year. And, sorry we weren't able to get any celebrity guest presenters, maybe next year. Sorry there were no performances, maybe next year. And sorry that my monologue wasn't very funny, maybe next year. But with all that being said, I guess maybe I'll see you next year. Stay tuned for more podcast episodes coming soon, including a couple that are going to be featuring my lovely wife. My wife. Borat. It's a reference. So thanks so much for listening and or watching. And I appreciate your time. I appreciate you. And I just want to say, hey, happy watching.